Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play RGFX Kaiserreich as Russia. Let's continue on from where last left off. So, if you've enjoyed the series, remember to leave a thumbs up down below because it really does help out the channel. But we're doing pretty well. I mean, I feel really prepared for the Second Weltkrieg, even if all of this is going to be our enemy for sure. I mean, Austria is for sure going to join up with the Reichspakt at some point. I still feel relatively confident. More confident than I probably should be, but that's okay. I mean, Finland should be, I would say, a cakewalk. Egypt has capitulated, so the Ottomans are now looking pretty powerful, and they should be able to defeat Iran without too much difficulty, I would imagine. But the Ottoman Empire, of course, can eventually join the Reichspakt if the war goes on for too long, which is bad. Really bad. We'll try to avoid that situation if we can. A new state in Brazil, so they have gone for paternal autocrats. So then they're much more likely now to join the Reichspakt. So it looks like Brazil and probably Argentina will be fighting down in the south. Are you? You're national populist. That's completely okay. You're a puppet of Uruguay? No, you're guaranteeing Uruguay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And the Canadians have invaded CSA. And we got motorized divisions, which is nice. So I actually want to build at least a handful of those. So we'll get motorized, throw you, let's say, just above light tank for now with 5 factories. We do want more factories, of course. We can integrate the Lash Orda now. It'll be done in 200 days. Compliance of the Islamic Federation is not quite up there yet, but they should be soon. You're at 38. So within probably the end of the month, I would hope, we should see us integrate all the territory. And then by the end of the year, they should all become cores, giving us a decent chunk of manpower. And because we got the focus before, we can get a T-35 tank for a massive cost reduction penalty. 121 days for a 1941 tank. Absolutely, we're going to be going for that one. We could even go for the light tank as well. Honestly, yeah, let's get 1941 light tank and heavy tank. Those will be done very fast, which is like look how fast he's researching. It's so good. And our anti-air will be done soon as well. I want to at least put those as support companies in most of our units, just because, hey, it's really nice to have them. There's no way we can really probably compete in air power like Germany. I mean, Germany doesn't have that many planes either. We saw 150. We might actually be able to compete with the Germans in air power. I mean, that's including all of their little satellite states, but actually, even then, they don't have that many planes. Austria only has about 50 aircraft, which is embarrassing. So our anti-air guns will actually do a ton of damage when they need to in the future. Do I want to get delayed? Do I have something coming soon? I mean, I could get a land doctrine bonus from you. Or, yeah, let's just go for it right now. It's going to take about a year, but I still don't think that's actually that bad. Okay, the French Republic is beating all their little rivals. Wadi, I'm going to take a guess they're not going to survive for too much longer, but they do have a non-aggression pact with the CSA, so that's something. Could get Chief of Army, trenchant speeds, not like really what I'm wanting. Division attack, armor for more speed and breakthrough. Yeah, like I think we really want to double down on this tank play, which I think is going to be pretty good for us. I mean, I know we're not training in troops, but I don't think we want to. I mean, we have rifles, but once the war actually begins, who knows how quickly all of our extra supplies are just going to get completely dwindled down to nothing. And yeah, you should all now be 20 combat widths. So our tanks are looking pretty okay. We're getting a decent stockpile of both of those. And in just a few months, we can upgrade our tanks to be really good. And we're just pumping out factories here. So 27%. Savinkov is just a 5% penalty for this, but I mean, what can you do? So you are more speed, more reliability. All of that I think is pretty good. We don't want to at least get equipment modernization. We're already done this tree. We're done this tree for at least right now. Infrastructure will lead. I mean, actually, for significantly less consumer goods. Yeah, you know, let's nationalize the railway then. It is going to be a negative 100 political power, but that's not so bad. It's also more construction speed, which is, I think, decent. The Navy, of course, we are very much neglecting it. But we don't really need the, like, what do we need the Navy for? Maybe to do, like, a naval invasion across the Baltic Sea, but, like, I don't know if that's really that good for us. Apparently, we're also missing some rubber, which is not a huge surprise. I get more from Siam. The problem is, though, is, like, once war actually breaks out, the rubber supply does become a little bit more tenuous. Because right now, we're getting from Siam. Germany, East Asia could blockade those ports. If we end up going to war with Japan, they could block those imports as well. Like, let me actually look at trade. Where are they actually coming from? Here's Siam. We can see Siam. Are they coming from here? They must be. Like, where else would this... No, we're exporting. I think this is exporting something towards Japan. That's okay. Okay, looks like Australia has gone cynicless, which means the Entente's probably going to declare war on them soon. We're trying to reaffirm the Entente alliance, but yeah, it doesn't really seem like that's going to be happening anytime soon. And the Melbourne Uprising. I mean, the Pacific States are actually doing a pretty good job against the CSA. Better than I would have expected, to be honest. And let's integrate Turkestan. You've been on 200 days, which really is not so bad. And are you June or are you July? June. You'll be done in 7 days. So they really should make it so that this event fires the moment, like soon as it's finished. They're going to choose another focus to do first, and this will just get neglected for like an entire focus. So they won't select this probably until around July, which is unfortunate. Because now that they've done that, they're now going to go for tank division with just 56 days. They do get 3 light army divisions, so that's actually not so bad. But, you know, it delays this focus by a pretty decent amount. Unfortunately, there's not really much we can do about that. I mean, I can declare war on Germany first, but that's suicide, I think. More like in 1941. I mean, it's actually... it's still tempting me, honestly. You know, Excavation 3... We'll go for that, get more trade going. Still have divided naval staff, but I don't think that matters even remotely to us. And tanks is research 10% faster just by default anyway. So, like, our tanks are really, really good. Guess we've already got some motorized divisions. We'll slowly have them kind of deploy out. Even though I don't think they're used for anything, at least not quite yet. How big is this airport? It can hold up to 800 planes. So you know what? Why not hold 800? You can hold way more than 250. Why not hold 500? And yeah, our air force is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So with our air superiority, our tank divisions, and a mass infantry assault across Ukraine, should be able to get these guys capitulated relatively quickly. Same again with Finland. I don't think they have enough troops to... Like, we should have decent intel on you. 9 to 15. I mean, White Ruthenia is also not going to be too much of a threat. But I don't know if I want to border with Poland yet. Constitutional revolt in Brazil has failed. Not a huge surprise. I mean, like, Finland... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do they only have 7 divisions? I mean, it's looking like that. It's looking like they might only have 7 divisions. I mean, they might have some against... No, they probably definitely do have some troops against Norway, but I don't think it'd be that much more. Maybe like... Maybe like 12 divisions total. Well, we have 24 on their borders, so we should be completely okay once war breaks out. Let's actually go for 5 more fighters. What I think I want Red Army to push, and I want Green Army to push. Those are the 2 armies I know for sure I want them attacking on day 1. Everyone else, I think we can wait a little bit on that. You have a fort, but it's only a level 1 fort, which really isn't too scary. I mean, a level 1 fort still is a negative 15% attack modifier, which is still bad. But it's not the worst thing in the world that could possibly happen. So we've got railway nationalization. Follow that up with more stability. I mean, more stability we don't really need. But less consumer good factories is nice. So we'll definitely go with you. We're integrating some more and more territory, which is always nice. Yeah, let's spread you out at least a little bit here. There we go. That seems okay. Because, like, Don-Kuban Union doesn't have enough troops to actually station all along the border. There's a bunch of empty territory here, which we're going to want to exploit on day 1 if we can. Did I say you guys be very aggressive? Yes, excellent. Same with red. I should probably set red to also be... Yep, no, I've already done it. I'm so good at this game. But our Ukrainian operative was captured. No, we captured a Ukrainian operative. Okay, never mind. Actually, we're looking fine. I will build an intel network though in Finland. Just because I want at least to know a little bit more about what they're doing. We know that White Ruthenia is not a big threat to us. By themselves, of course, they do still have a bunch of allies, which is a little bit more worrying. We also have another research bonus with you. Of course, you are still considered very expensive. You're still way ahead of time for the extra tanks. So, you know, let's go for 234 for the artillery upgrade. Our light tanks, we can now upgrade you. I mean, how much do you cost? We are going from, which one are you? We're light tank 2. We're going from 7.6 to 8.5, but I think that's okay. Upgrade those guys, please and thank you. Also, don't show outdated equipment. It's not that important. These heavy tanks right now cost 21.2. The next level of heavy tank that we're getting right now is 27. They are significantly more expensive. We could get, like, the super heavy tank. I don't think I've ever seen them being built. Like, I've never built them. The AI never builds them. So I really don't know if they're actually any good or not. And I don't think I've ever even heard anybody talk about them, like on the subreddit or anything like that. So I have no idea if they're even worth it or not. Are they expensive? I'm sure they're expensive, but how expensive actually are they? They are 100 production cost each. That is very expensive. There's 750 manpower per tank. Compared to you, which that doesn't actually list it here. Defense, like, is it that much better? Defense 10. Breakthrough is definitely better. It's slower. Got a lot of armor. But I mean, I'm sure the modern tanks are better than that. And probably significantly cheaper as well. Okay, we did get our heavy tanks. Let's replace you. Actually, you're only a little bit more expensive because I think we have like a nice little discount to you. Fantastic. We could even try it. No, you're way, way, way too expensive. We could try to go for a medium tank, but I think just sticking with lights and heavies are fine. Trying to get like an extra type of tank division might be a little bit too much. Follow that up with probably more fuel gain per oil. 212 days. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's completely acceptable. And it is August. You guys now starting to demand awesome Lorraine. It'll be ready in 39 days. So we have 1 month until the war begins. And then, of course, we want to intervene ASAP. But I wonder if do we want to trust Reichsbank? I think we tried to question Don-Kuban Union immediately. Because I think this is actually going to be a little bit faster for us. They'll probably say, no, we declare war. Because this is 40 days. This is only 14. Right? So I think this will be faster. Or they just give up Don-Kuban Union and we annex it for free. Which makes my life about 1,000 times easier. So either way, that seems good. The question is, do I want to attack on day 1 or wait like a week or so for the war to, you know, kind of fully go into the motions? American Union States collapsed. Not a huge surprise. And after that, I guess I'll go for equipment modernization. Pacific states are doing okay. Canada is doing better than I would have expected. They're still actually holding on to Ontario, which is more than, you know, usually happens when they intervene. So we'll kind of see. Even then, like, the United States usually stays out of the war for a long time while they're slowly trying to rebuild everything. The AI doesn't, like, rush down the conquest focuses to immediately enter the war. Usually, at least. We do still have our excellent attack bonuses against the Germans and the Japanese. That does not apply to any of their satellite states, I'm pretty sure. It should only affect Germany proper, but even then, like, it's still going to be, you know, quite nice for us. So Ron, unsurprisingly, is going to be killed fairly soon. We could, like, limit our exports, but I don't think we want to do it. Like, if anything, I might even be, like, tempted to go to free trade. If I look at you, 200, we're exporting a lot. We need 180. Yeah, just going into free trade, though, just for the extra factory output. I mean, it gives more intelligence to everybody else, but I don't think that matters so much. No, we want to save our political power, though, for war economy, which should be happening quite soon. You guys are ready in 10 days. So I think the moment they declare war, we will try to question the Don-Kuban Union. Either Germany surrenders immediately because they're at war with the French, or we just go to war with Germany right away. Either one of those options seems okay to me. Are there any of these things we want to do for ourselves? Because I'm probably not. We've got a lot of focuses. I don't think we want to worry about here. Special subjects, army training. And construction speed wouldn't be that bad. Fighter production costs actually would be, like, really nice as well. What do I want to build? We have a lot. We have so many tanks, actually. More heavy tanks. Please and thank you. How many tanks do you each use? You each use 280. But I don't know if I want to train more tank divisions right now. So the Alpha Automaton has gone through. I'm going to question the Don-Kuban Union and see if I can just put pressure on them right away. The Lansdowne and Kuban Cossack coast between the Black and Caspian Seas is totally part of the Russian Empire until during the collapse of the Bolshevik Revolution and the ensuing civil war and the German intervention. An independent Don-Kuban Union was established by the charismatic white leader Peter Krestov with support from Berlin. Now, however, Russia seems ready to reincorporate the petty state into the motherland. How should we proceed? Other course of action we take, we must prepare for conflict with the interests of the Germans, as the Reich will certainly not take lightly to our ambitions. Then some agitators into Don-Kuban Union. Second Weltkrieg has begun. The question is, will you say yes or will you say no? I mean, it looks like because now, I mean, Norway's probably Norway's at war with Finland. So in 10 days, demand concession in the Caucasus. Denmark's joined the Reichspakt, not a surprise. And really believe it's declared war in Chile. I mean, actually, I guess that kind of makes sense now the International is in a major conflict, half the world away. I've also demanded stuff from Germany in the Caucasus. Come on, Germany, you don't want to fight a two-front war, do you? I don't think so. I wouldn't if I were you. Full integration of Don-Kuban Union. I don't like what you guys are doing now. I mean, I hope they say yes. Demand stuff from Azerbaijan. Look, I just want this territory. It's so simple. Just give it to me. I don't know what that did. Because Don-Kuban Union, it looks like they still exist. I did it! Holy shit. Okay, I was actually not expecting us just to instantly win the war there. And you're actually not in any faction. Well, well, well. If it looks like Germany has not abandoned you, my friends. So I guess red arming now is just going to go like this. Because, yeah, them just giving up Don-Kuban Union does help us out a ton. It gets rid of an entire faction that we don't have to deal with anymore. And also it frees up an entire army. Baku oil fields. Georgian question. Of course, we'll integrate the steppes, of course. Oh, Azerbaijan does immediately surrender to us. Thank you very much. Oh no, they became a puppet state. Well, that's less interesting. Okay, let's look at Georgia for a second. Do I have any reason to own their territory directly? The answer to me looks like it's no. So you know what? We'll coup the Georgian government. The Baku oil fields. I mean, you're already in my faction. You're actually already my puppet state. Unfortunately, I think we have to take penalties no matter what. We have no political power anymore, unfortunately. So let's send 7 of you to this front line. The rest of you, I guess, go towards Armenia? At least for right now. And again, everybody else still has some battle plans ready to go. We did get Excavation 3, fantastic. I want oil from Azerbaijan. I also want infantry equipment 3. Yeah, and get a bunch of oil from you for free, which is really nice. You don't have any other supplies though. No, it's just oil, unfortunately. Look, Georgia. They were already my puppet. But okay. We need more political power here. Well, unfortunately, you know, it did cost 150 political power, but that's, you know, it's not that bad. Okay, now Georgia is a puppet state, and you don't have any supplies. Like, I know I already just checked this, but I don't think so. If anything, you're just kind of worthless. Delete this, delete this. We have more military factories. Let's throw you into light tanks. Look, Armenia. There's no chance in hell that you can succeed in this war. I could crush the Reichspakt. Yeah, no. Purple Army. You all come up to here. My 2 vassal states should be able to kill Armenia if we have to. It sucks that we're not going to have war economy for a little bit because of the massive political penalties that we took. Italian republics joined the Austrians, not a huge surprise. Let's crush the Reichspakt. Italy joined through International, not a surprise. But I do think that this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thank you for watching, my name is Anthnwam. If you've enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, click thumbs down. You want to subscribe, and goodbye.